Welcome back, everybody, to the Oakland A's franchise on MLB The Show 23. With a 13-6 start, we are playing some of the best baseball we ever have in this franchise, and we have our goals set on making the postseason this year, and of course finishing above 500 for the first time. In the first few weeks of the season, we have built the top scoring offense now in the majors. We have a very good home run hitting team. We lead the league in hits. And we're also doing a pretty good job of pitching at the same time, throwing out the best starting rotation we ever have in the franchise by far. And today I'd like to get a game in with Logan Gilbert and Joe Michael, two of our top performers. But you also have Michael Soroka, who is continuing to pitch at a very high level. We've gotten a number of quality starts. The bullpen has been pretty fresh throughout the season. They haven't had to take on too much of a responsibility. This right now is basically the dream start to a year for us. Now, we've also played a lot of these games at home. Now we're preparing for a division road trip in Texas, and we'll start off here with a victory 6-2 behind a Gunnar Hoagland start. That's 3 more home runs for the best offense in baseball. Miguel Vargas, Dylan Carlson, and Tyler Soderstrom go yard. Soderstrom hits homers, steals bases, and he's an all-star caliber catcher. All while Gunnar Hoagland goes 7 innings, allowing just 1 run, picking up the win. Acevedo does give up an 8th inning run, so my concerns continue with him. On Saturday, we take on the Rangers again, and we are down to our last 2 outs, trailing by 1. Unfortunately, I made the mistake again in this recording of not getting the audio for a portion, so I have to add in some filler audio until it comes back a bit later in the video. So the tying runs at third base right now. The infield is in for Texas. Pitch out, expecting the squeeze, and we don't put the play on. There's a high likelihood, though, that we do try to lay down the bunt here. Cabrera takes a strike. And another one as he falls behind. This is a big AB here for Miguel Cabrera. 1-2. Inside. On the ground and nowhere to go. Oh, he threw him off the bag and he's safe. Still just 1 down on a critical error at third base by Josh Young. What did you say into your glove? What was that? I didn't catch that. Miguel Vargas now hits with runners at the corners and 1 down. Back-to-back games with a home run for Miguel. But now the double play is in effect, and Vargas doesn't have the greatest speed. The count 2-2. Grounded, fair down the line, and the game is tied. Miguel Vargas playing the best baseball he has all series long. Back-to-back games with a home run. Blowing the save here for Brian Abreu. Beautifully done. So they take the closer out and they insert Dane Dunning. It's Josh Baez at the plate now, and he's 2 for 3. He's got a home run in this matchup. We're getting offense from all the unlikely hitters right now. Oh, come on. You can't swing at that. Ooh, is that a first place lead I see down below? Let's go. Takes the slider. Now they got Kumar Rocker getting warm. They're getting everybody ready. They want to win this game really bad. 1-2. Didn't bite. Let's pretend he swung at one of those sliders and took the sinker inside. And he looks at 3 straight, just cold-blooded discipline there on those 3 sliders away. A 3-2 count now for Dane Dunning. And he takes another one. Dunning loses him. And the bases are juiced for Aaron Don, who's tripled already in this game. He has a single. Aaron Don really taking a step forward this year. Takes a strike on the outside. Does Aaron Don have a grand slam in his career? I'm not sure the game keeps track of it. He laid down a bunt! And the A's take the lead on a good bunt from Don. So now it's going to be a save opportunity for the good guys here. We'll see if it's a one-run lead or if Arraez can tack on another one. Missed outside. Arraez was really good at hitting with runners in scoring position last year. Not so much to start this season, but 2-0. This is one of the last guys you want to be pitching to right now. You might as well walk him and just take your chances with a force everywhere. Arraez deep down the line and gone! A home run! I told you to walk him. That was sound advice. And the Rangers, who were so close to taking this game, have let us blow it wide open on the Arraez 3-run shot. Another win collected for the Oakland Athletics. This time in come-from-behind fashion on the road. Heck of a victory. The largest piece of feedback I saw from the last episode is that Aaron Don should be playing in center with his range, where that can be really valuable, so we can get a stronger arm here in left field. And I'm not opposed to that. I think I did this in the past, and then his arm was so weak, I decided to move him back to left field, I guess. I don't know. But at least here, he can hit a cutoff on most of his throws. He's just not going to throw anybody out at home right now. But his arm is getting better. It's not going to be a strength, but I think it's getting to a point where it's going to be at least acceptable, and maybe here or there he can make a play, maybe on a runner trying to get an extra base somewhere other than home plate. But I agree, Don can man center field. I think there's a lot of plays that have gone his way where it's like, yes, I'm glad we've had his speed there. But Baez isn't slow. I think he can also make some plays over there. And Baez is one of those players that we'll see if he keeps a hold on to this starting spot. I think right now his numbers are in a place where you're not trying to push him out of it quite yet. This might be something that was done automatically after like a minor injury, but in our lefty lineup, it's got Arraez playing third base instead of Zach Geloff. Arraez taking his bat out of the lineup is just not a good idea. Vargas is playing super well too, so it's probably better to play Vargas at third base just because he has a better arm than Arraez does. I think here we'll just go back to playing Vargas in left against lefties, and that way I can't have 92 contact against lefties on the bench. Here's our scouting update for right now. Jackie Fry, Art Carlton, 29% interest. We actually have Fry like going up our board right now. Here's a starting pitcher that caught my attention. Not a strikeout guy, but pretty much good at everything else, or at least projects to be. Carlton, meanwhile, he is a more defensive specialist. And he looks like he could turn into a really good defender, but there's not enough offense here to continue. I don't know, I'm having a hard time this year finding players I'm excited to scout. I'm finding players in the top 100 very underwhelming. Here is Forrest Mayo, who has 1-35 power against righties, and just nothing all that exciting, and he's meant to be 93rd on the board right now. If there's ever been a time where it feels like we need to focus a bit more on discovery, I'd say that's probably right now. We're going to go with that and just see what we can come up with this year. Ricky Griggs gets a little banged up in this game, but he should be all right as we drop the series finale to the Rangers. And now we take our trip to Los Angeles, where the Angels are 14-8 playing good baseball. It's a good division right now, and we got Logan Gilbert on the mound. I've also adjusted his ratings on his splitter that I edited for him to match the velocity he has in real life. So we'll get a chance to see that splitter today as we take on the Angels. And this is going to be our player lock game for today. Logan Gilbert versus Miles Straw. Before that, let's check out his stats on the year. Gilbert's made 4 starts and pitched 25 and 2/3 innings. He has given up 3 homers already, so that's something to keep an eye on in this start. 26 strikeouts, a little bit over a strikeout per inning. His walks are a little bit high and a lot higher than his career average, so I'd like to see that also kind of get under control in this game. But let's get into it. This is a really good division. It's been that way from the beginning of this series. You start out as strong as we are, and there's no level of comfort. Lined over second, and Straw is aboard. Quickly ahead of Taylor Ward, 0-2. Splitter, got him, strike 3. I only edited his rating there to be at like 86 miles per hour, but he reached back for 88 on that one. Oh, Mike Trout, still got to deal with him. 349 average and hammered foul. Got him! There's the splitter for strike 3. Couple of strikeouts already with that pitch as we get acquainted with it. Joey Meneses. Smothered, and Straw is going to take off to second base. Waving at the splitter. That's off to a nasty start. 1-2. Too far outside. And the splitter takes care of all 3 outs as Logan Gilbert gets out of the first. Two strikes on Renfroe. Already 3 strikeouts with the splitter. Back to it. 4 in a row. This is the nastiest pitch we've ever seen in this series. It just keeps working. Splitter grounded to the right side. No strikeout this time. But the splitter has still gotten every out. That one is sent deep down the line, but foul, and it's a 1-2 count. We got to go back to it. And that one's in the dirt. And he got him with the slider that time. That's 5 strikeouts for Logan Gilbert. And the splitter is just money right now. Maximum confidence in that pitch. So I kept the control the same. Ooh, that dumped in right, so that's a hit. I kept the control the same as the changeup that he got rid of. I wasn't sure what else to do with that. And the velocity, I just put it at whatever made it 86 miles per hour because I saw on his Baseball Savant page he averages 85.6. Zach Neto with a man on. Nobody out here in the third. Piece of the splitter. That's more than most have done with it to this point. Ooh, I thought that was a pretty good 12-6 right there. Fouled off the fastball. Got to start attacking a little more up. We've been down for most of these at-bats. Yeah, we're getting them to swing at a lot of stuff outside the zone. Definitely a game where he's been on. Strike 3 looking. There we go. Good high fastballs. 0-2 now on Straw, who singled earlier. And that one's on the ground, and it'll be a double play, wrapping up the third inning. Sliding. Nice play there. Oh, no. He ended up screwing it up. Arraez throws Vladdy off the bag after a pretty nice job to gather that one in. And now another chance, and this time a double play of Mike Trout. Man, a second chance for Luis Arraez instantly, and he makes nearly the same play. Well, he had to make a different throw this time to second base. We'll take it. You know, walks had been an issue for Logan Gilbert. He's clearly just throwing strikes, getting quick outs. Already 2 outs in the 4th inning. Ooh, that one called outside. Have not seen Gilbert fall behind many batters yet. Uh-oh. That one is hammered by Meneses, and it's gone. Yeah, definitely caught too much of the plate there. I don't always target it, like, exactly on the corner, because I know, like, their accuracy can be a little bit all over the place there, but that one was tempting fate a little too much, perhaps. It went where I aimed it, so I can't be mad at Logan. But that's now 4 homers allowed this year, and we're losing 1-0 through 4. There we go. We don't have to be perfect. If he's calling that, or if he's saying he went around, that's a different story. But also, Gilbert's getting guys to expand their zone a bit, so no need to throw them anything too far in the zone. 2 outs here in the 5th. Would love to see him get some offense the way he's been pitching here. This is a really good outing. And that is strike 3 looking on Logan O'Hoppe. Racking up the strikeouts tonight is Logan Gilbert. As we go into the 6th inning, and the A's have now tied the game. Only 54 pitches in. What a pace. Neto down in left field, and that'll be extras. As he hung the splitter, and now some issues there in left. But Neto will still hold at second. Yeah, that one just stayed up. So an extra base hit given up, and we'll see if we can pitch around it. Ooh, we got that one. 3-1 to Straw. Angels looking to put 2 aboard. And they will on a 5-pitch walk. First walk for Gilbert. But now we got forces at 3 bases. Ward on the ground. Out there. Double play. There's 2. And now let's pitch around Trout. I don't think there's any reason to give him something to hit here. Some walks are necessary. If he'll chase, he'll chase. 1-1. That's not quite where we want it. Grounded to first base, and Vladdy wraps it up as Gilbert pitches around the 2 base runners. All right, we cannot make the same mistake to Joey Meneses, and that pitch was basically the one he homered off of. 1 apiece. Bottom 7. That one gets down, and it's a fair ball. Meneses will be held to a single. But now we're seeing him lose some of the command of that splitter, and when it stays up, they're doing a lot of damage on it. So maybe lean a little bit less on that now. We're targeting low, and he's just throwing everything a little bit higher. If he wants to pitch up, we can adjust to that. And then just try to pitch more outside the zone, perhaps. Got him! Strike 3 on Renfroe. He's also gotten a couple double plays. It's saying 3 double plays in this game. But 1-2. Got him! Another strikeout for Gilbert. How many is it? I lost count ages ago. If they don't tell me, I don't know the answer. Luis Rengifo with 1 on and 2 down. Out in front of that one, and the count is 1-2. Gilbert, way too high. Did he go? No. And the runner stays put, full count. Another foul from Rengifo. And a pretty good battle here, looking for a 9th pitch now. And it's too high. 2 aboard for LA. O'Hoppe, the catcher. He can hit. And he's out in front, but fouled it off. And popped him up. Go take care of it, Gilbert. And that is the end of the 7th inning. Heck of a 7-inning outing this has been. I wonder if he'll get the 8th. Give this guy some offense. They're going to bring in Ashby, though. And the score is now 1 apiece. We jump into the 9th inning. 1 run each. And the A's have Dylan Carlson leading things off. And there goes Carlson. Strike 3. Popped up by Vargas. Easy play. And scooped up at second base. Not much of a threat there from the A's offense. So now they're going to play Miguel Cabrera in left field after he came off the bench to hit. And now Trout's going to lead off here for LA. Strike from Ashby. Up and in. Ashby 3-2 here on Mike Trout in the 9th inning. And he got him! Strike 3! 1 more to get us to the 10th inning. Here's Renfroe. Quickly down 2 strikes. Got him! And we're going to the 10th. See how we manage this now. Don leads off for us. They get the lefty-lefty matchup. Doesn't have the same advantages as facing some other lefty hitters. Miguel Cabrera's got decent speed. He's at second base as the ghost runner. There's a strike. Count even now, 2 apiece. This first batter really sets the tone for the inning here. Can you at least advance the runner? Ooh, good pitch to hit. Struck him out, and Dawn cannot get us at least in advance. So now another lefty and Luis Arraez will hit. And now he's behind 1-2. That's going to left field, but up in the air, it is out number 2. And now it's up to Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who is 3 for 3 on the night. Strike at the knees. That one is popped up towards the seats, but caught. And it's a lackluster 10th inning for the A's offense. And now the pressure put on Aaron Ashby as the Angels just look to score the runner from second to win the game. The batter is Luis Toribio. The count 1-2. Got him! Big first out. And a blast to center field with Don under it for out number 2. And there's a look at his arm strength there from center field. If the Angels were to win this game, we'd be locked into a tie in first place. Not that the standings in April matter whatsoever, but that would be the case. Nearly won it there, Logan O'Hoppe. In a division where things could be extremely tight and competitive, O'Hoppe forces an 11th inning on the flyout. You know, any one of these games could be the difference between winning the division, getting a playoff spot. So we try the 11th now. The hitters just can't do a thing. Down goes Soderstrom. It just won't end. Geloff falls behind. He takes ball 2. 3-2 with Sweeney on deck. Does a walk really excite you in this situation? It doesn't get you closer to that run scoring. And neither does a strikeout. And he strikes out looking. 6 at-bats here in the extra innings, and we have not advanced a runner. We haven't done anything. A pitcher's duel that refuses to end as we go bottom 11. Ashby still in the game. It's his 4th inning of work. But he's only at 30 pitches. And a grounder with the runner staying put. Oh, but he couldn't make the play. And nobody's out. Bottom 11. Trying to put down the bunt. It's a pretty good one. The out is at second, and that's the only one they get. So the winning run now has it moved up to third base. Ashby needs a double play ball here or a strikeout. Taylor Ward. Inside, nearly hit him. That one is foul. And it's the second strike. Nice catch, by the way. Second strike for Ashby. Gone on strikes is Ward. And there's 2 down. Walk 'em loaded. Come on, man. Walk 'em loaded. You don't need to do this. Trout looks at a strike. Big cut, and he's ahead. Where to go? Okay, he found it. Runner advances to second base. 2-2. Grounded to Guerrero. On to the 12th. The Angels make a pitching change, so now they have the righty Brian McGraw. He'll face the bottom of our order. What are these at-bats we're having, man? That was a terrible swing. Just ground out to second base. That's all you need. Not third base, second base. Knocked it down. The runner holds, and Vargas beats it out. So we finally get a hit, but the runner at second can't even advance. This game is a sick joke. Cabrera's got 2 on. He's the guy to break it open. Chopper right side. Looking for 2, and they'll only get 1. Popped up by Don. Right field and playable. We still can't score. Well, we make a pitching change as they did, and it's Kendrick Haynes. And these are not the situations where he's been at his best. So let's remain positive. The Angels have struggled just as much as we have tonight offensively. Did he hit him? He did. I thought he swung at it. So he missed twice and then just hit the batter. Big strikeout of Renfroe. Nicely done. Haynes gets him with a high and tight fastball. Right on the corner. There's one. And he's ahead of Toribio. He struck him out on 3 straight pitches. Haynes bouncing back, and now he just needs one more. What a weird game this has been. 2 on, 2 down. Haynes is feeling it right now. Grounded. Vladdy sends us to the 13th. I'm saying it, the game ends here in this inning. This is the one. Come on! What is that call? What? Why'd Arraez swing at that? This is already probably a late West Coast game. It's the 13th inning. Everybody here should be asleep. Come on, that's a meatball, and Guerrero barely gets a piece of it. Suspend the game, finish it the next day. That's the reasonable thing to do. I don't know why we're swinging at these pitches. That was an ugly at-bat. The runner goes? Why not at this point? And he stole it. Just get a hit, man. Aaron Dunn says, I'll do it myself. And it's up to Soderstrom to deliver what we've been waiting for. Grounded. That's a fair ball. Why'd you throw it home? Dunn has scored. It was a soft one down the line. And he tried to get the out at home instead of throwing to first. Soderstrom doesn't have blazing speed. You could have had him. But we got our run finally.
1 ball, no strikes.
And a drive out to right center field. Geloff sends it out, but it is not going to get down. Can we end this game? Domingo Acevedo, the closer, coming in for a 13th inning save opportunity. This doesn't happen often. It'll be his only 13th inning save attempt of the year, in all likelihood. Couple quick strikes here on O'Hoppe. I've always liked Acevedo in these extra inning situations. He's done a really good job in the past. Just missed a strikeout. And again, 3-2 now with Neto on deck. And he got him at last. Strike 3. Popped up. That's not getting out. And Soderstrom makes the catch. No, he dropped it. What? What just happened? I know we're having trouble seeing here. It fell out of his glove. I have never seen this happen in the show. It just fell out of his glove. It's one of those games, man. That's foul. 2 strikes. Just missed low. 2-2. Outside, we're full. 3-2 to the 9-hitter. Grounded. And through! Firing home is Carlson, but the runner stayed put at third base. A slow roller, and now Straw has a chance to at least tie. This feels like an episode of one of my Madden rebuilds I do, where I just sit here, calling the game, waiting for it to end, and it's been a while that I've been here doing this. A really wacky game. I can't believe Soderstrom dropped that ball. I'm so mad at that. Big cut. Acevedo still got some decent control. Back in the zone for strike two. And a drive hit out to left field with Cabrera making the catch. And this game is tied. We finally scored in the 13th, and the Angels answer. And now a fly ball for Don in center. And I'll see you in the 14th inning on the weirdest day of the season. Let's do it again. Geloff at second, and Sweeney is the batter. Trey Sweeney 0 for 4. And Trey Sweeney draws a leadoff walk against Jorge Alcala. And that'll bring up Carlson, who's 1 for 4. Carlson puts down the bunt. It looks like a pretty good one. Both runners advance. So they're going to walk Miguel Vargas to load the bases with one down. And that's going to bring up to the plate the 9-hitter, Miguel Cabrera, who's only knocked in 3 runs this year. I think it's about time to get 4, maybe 5. And it hits him! RBI number 4 for Miguel Cabrera. Base is still loaded. Here's Aaron Don. You've got to get at least one more run here in this inning. AD's 0 for 5. Don is known for hitting the ball softly, which is not conducive to double plays. He has the speed to beat out a lot of weak grounders. Got a piece of that one. Good pitch from Alcala, and the count's evened up. Got him looking at 100 miles per hour. Arraez in the air. It's out to right field. That gets down. Arraez does it again. And the A's open up their lead 6-2. A 3-run double and another late clutch hit for Luis Arraez. Now we just got to finish the 14th inning. We're up by 4. Trout grounds it sharply to first base for out number 1. And there's strike 3 to get the next batter. Game left up to Hunter Renfroe, who is 0 for 5. There are so many hitless players in this game. 14 innings, the longest game I've seen here in the show. Call that a strike in the 14th, man. Come on. And he ends up walking Renfroe. So 2 on, 2 down. Jonathan Hernandez trying to finally end this game for us. There's a strike. I can't believe everyone's stuck around this long. About to be a 2 a.m. traffic jam. Slider is in there. And a fly ball to Aaron Don, who makes the catch and ends the game at last with the A's winning 6-2 behind a fantastic pitching outing from everybody on both sides. But Luis Arraez ended up with the biggest hit, finally putting us ahead for good. Arraez went 2 for 7. That's probably going to impact the rest of the episode. I wasn't planning on that taking as long as it did. That was just the first game here against LA. The next day, we lose 13-3. I want to see our pitching stats here. Wasn't good for Waldachuk. Wasn't good for Haynes. A lot of guys had to pitch 2 days in a row there. But the Angels seem to handle that just fine. Next game. Arraez has 2 homers. What an episode. 12-1. Now we take the game. How many homers is that? 5? 17 hits. We've had a lot of games like this so far with like 15 plus hits, 10 plus runs. Hoagland has a great start. Their starter made it 1 out into the game before surrendering 7. We're still going to get a game in today with Joe Michael, but I might not really have any at-bats in this one. I planned on playing a full game, but a change of plans here. 17-8, first place in the American League West. If we win this game, we're 3 games up for the first time, I think, in this series. The rain has fallen. What a weird series, man. We had a 14-inning marathon game, and now it's raining in Los Angeles. Nothing makes sense. That's in the dirt. A full count to start the day with Michael facing Straw. And he jams in behind first base, and there's Luis Arraez to make the catch. This is a thunderstorm, though. This isn't just any old rain. We might get a delay at any time in this, which would be unfortunate, especially given how much the bullpen's been active in this series. They could use a little rest. Michael clips the outside. Evens the count. Busted the bat. And that was fair. I wonder if I could have let that go foul, but whenever you see him barely hit it there, you want to go and get the out if you can. So it's an infield hit. Brings up Trout. And that ball gets clobbered. Deep to left, and Trout sends it out. You know, with Michael, you're going to see a lot of high fastballs. This is the one guy that you got to be a little extra careful with those. Now, let's not forget Joey Meneses hit one out earlier. Ground ball. At short, it's Sweeney for out number 2. Michael was one of the best home run preventers in all of baseball last season. He gives up this one to Trout. And that's the 5th homer he's allowed so far. So we're seeing home runs hit at a much higher rate this season. And Michael has had some really good starts and then one that wasn't so great. I think he went 4 innings in one of his last outings. Already 2-0 Halos. And the rain could certainly mess with things here too if Michael stays in or doesn't. Out in front with the changeup. Michael, 1-2. Got him. Strike 3. And Michael quickly getting ahead of Toribio. Count is 0-2. Outside with the changeup. Like to see him establish a bit more consistent control with this pitch. Outside again. Fastball taken high and all the way back to a full count now. And it's grounded. What a play at third base. Geloff with the out. Ahead we go to the third inning now. It's this guy again, Seth Beer. Had a big episode against us not that long ago. Hit a big homer. Well, it wasn't a consequential home run, but he's been giving me problems now for a very long time in the show. That's a nice strike, too, for Joe Michael. Trying to put him away. Got him! Right by him at 98. Michael 40 pitches into his outing. 41 ends the third inning. Another good fastball high in the zone. But now we got the rematch against Trout, who took him yard in the first, and that's the only run-producing hit we've had. And this is tough, where like the curveball and sweeper aren't in good spots, and you don't want to just throw Trout fastballs. He already made you pay for one. But, you know, we're into the middle of the game now, and he hasn't established really another pitch. Well, the changeup is, you know, he got the result, I guess, but Trout beats out the throw. I wasn't thinking we'd just throw changeups, you know, the entire at-bat, but it was a one-pitch at-bat. What's wrong with that one? Ooh, that did not get down. Base hit right field. Trout turns back to second, fearing the arm of Dylan Carlson. 2 on here in the fourth. Strike to Rengifo. That's top of the zone. Strike 2. And he got him. Strike 3. Back to the changeup. Michael pitching to Logan O'Hoppe. Did he go on that? No. And the count's 3-1. Looked at strike 2. And now 3-2. Fly ball right center. Trout set up for a tag as Carlson's got it. But Trout never took off. Nice to have Carlson's arm there in right. That's got some value. 2 down now, and just foul. Otherwise, Trout scores standing. Big cut from Toribio, and the count's 1-2. Trying to throw high, but not that high. 3-2, and the runners will leave early. Michael walked him. The bases are full. Neto is the batter in a big spot. Strike at the knees. Michael delivers a changeup. And now he's out in front, quickly behind. Soderstrom's got to get ready to block one of these. Taken outside. Just off the inside corner. And a fly ball hit to left, and Vargas runs it down. Michael gets out of the jam, leaving him full. Get this man some offense. We got one. And now we face Seth Beer in the 5th. Ooh, he went around. What's the matter, Seth? Use up all your magic against me? I love having an 0-2 count with those 2 pitches. Usually only happens when I'm the one hitting. Strike 3. Never had a chance with that approach. Michael is locked in. He's just had one mistake, really. 98, way behind it is Taylor Ward, and the count's 0-2. Ooh, good changeup. Would love to have any of these other pitches working. Sweeper wasn't bad. But as soon as we get to a 2-ball count, it's just fastball time. Come on. Trout's on deck. 3-2. Lined out to Vladdy. And we're through 5. The rain has not taken us out of the game quite yet. Strike to Trout. Ooh, come on. Started them off there with 2 changeups. Good fastball away. 1-2. Taken low. Curveball and sweeper have been used very sparingly today. The 2-2. Struck him out. I really like pitching with Joe Michael. It's just fun. 0-2 on Meneses. There's the 2-seamer that we use on occasion. 1-2. Curveballs just aren't quite good enough right now. And the fastball got clobbered. Meneses just missed it. But we strike him out. 2 gone here in the 6th inning. Count moves to 1-2. Nearly hit him. And that time he strikes out. Michael threw 6. Another long outing. We've had just so many good starts here in this early portion of the schedule. I hardly know who our relievers are right now. These guys are only getting to pitch like a couple times a week in some cases. Certain guys. Oh, Hoppy, did he go? Not that time. 98th pitch. Still don't have a strikeout with one of the curves or sweeper. It's been all fastball changeup. It's amazing how far you can get with Joe Michael as a 2-pitch pitcher on a lot of days. And he walked him. I apologize for screwing up that audio again. I just realized that now. That's going to be 1, and that's it. Every time I go back and forth between different recording sources, I just forget. That's going to right field. It gets down into the corner. Neto delivers, and they will send the runner home, and he is out. Started by Carlson in the corner, and it's still a 1-run game. Beautifully done. Carlson's defense is certainly on display here. Not just like, here's it actually happening, but also the threat of his arm kept Trout from even running earlier in the game. And that has some value. So Seth Beer will hit with 2 down. At the very least, though, I can quickly do the PS5 capture to grab the audio for the last hour of recording. Lined out to first base. Let's go, Joe. So I'll be able to capture a lot of that audio again and then just get it onto the PC. And that's going to be it for Joe Michael. Another really good outing. But we're still down 1, and I think I'll just play out the rest of this. I haven't gotten a chance to hit today. We're down 1. Offense either scores 12 or 2. That's going to left center, and Don cuts it off. Runner will slide into second, though. Need a good comeback here from Haynes, and start note 2 on Ward is a good start. That's high. Got him! What a filthy pitch. Good cutter from Haynes. And Now trying to take care of Mike Trout. That's down the line. Cabrera over, has room. And he makes the play. When did Cabrera get out to right field? Because Carlson made this play, so at some point he must have been pinch hit for. When we gave him, $13 million a season, I wasn't counting on him getting pinch hit for late in games. But that's where we are. And popped up. Haynes has done a much better job of pitching out of trouble so far this year. And we'll go... What are we, in the 9th inning now? This is my first time hitting all day. It's in the 9th inning against Duvall. Well, here we go. Camilo Duvall trying to close it out and secure a series win. Strike one on Vargas. 1, 2, 3 hitters due up here for Oakland. Vargas out to right center. And that'll be routine for out number 1. And this episode has been highlighted by Luis Arraez and some big-time hits. That's in there for a strike. Arraez in the air, and it's out to center. But he did not get all of it, and it's out number 2. It's up to Vladdy with 2 down in a 1-run game. On the ground, it gets through, a base hit. Tying runs aboard, and we should run for him. They just pitch Vladdy the same way every time. I feel like I always end up swinging at early pitches with him because all they do is throw fastballs inside. So Baez is going to run for him. And we'll see if Reyes can give him a reason to run. To the outside, Duvall misses. Franmil Reyes, 2 homers and a .300 average in the first month. Big cut. Late on the cutter. Now out in front of it. How far off was that? It was too early. 1 and 2. Missed outside. No! Chased one in the dirt. And the Angels take care of this one, 2-1. Again, the bats don't get going for Oakland. But this time around, we couldn't force extras. Another pitcher's duel here. Joe Michael ends up taking the loss, unfortunately, going 7 innings, striking out 8, allowing the 2. Oh, that wasn't a loss series. I forgot we had won the first game, so it was a split. And we'll wrap up the month of April next episode and get into May. But we are out in first place right now, 17-9. Best record in baseball would belong to the New York Yankees, who are currently 20-6. Then you've got the Braves, who are 18-8. But the A's are certainly playing at a very high level. We did drop a little bit in batting average this episode, and now we're just the second highest scoring offense. Heck of a team we've got, though, this year. I think we're going to be in for a fun ride. We'll start to cover some more ground in future episodes with this first month getting wrapped up. I like where things are right now, and I just hope we can maintain this. But that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. I'll be back again with the A's here in a couple of days. Thank you for watching the series and supporting the channel. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day.